Have you ever stopped to think about what a truly unified world might actually look like? I'm not talking about some vague, feel-good idea. I mean a real, practical, detailed plan. Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack here. A fascinating philosophical blueprint for an ideal society designed for every single person on Earth. Right at the very heart of this entire vision is this one single, powerful goal. It's the bedrock, the foundation for everything else. And the mission isn't just about high-minded ideals, right? It's about finding practical, useful solutions that work for everyone, no matter what country you're from, what family you were born into, or what you believe. And this vision, it's got a formal name, the World Beneficent Great Human Society. It's a pretty grand title, I know, but it has to be, because it perfectly captures the incredible ambition of the whole project, a society that actively works for the good of the entire world. So how on earth do you even begin to build something that massive? Well, the blueprint proposes a structure built on 3 core pillars, 3 huge initiatives designed to make this whole vision a reality. The blueprint lays out 3 core activities, and it's all in a very specific order. First, you start with a shared foundation of wisdom, a universal scripture. From there, you build a global center for learning, that's the World University, and finally, you bring all that knowledge home, to every corner of the globe through national universities. Let's see how each of these pieces fits together. So the first pillar is the creation of a universal scripture. And the approach here is just fascinating. This is not about inventing a new religion. Instead, it's all about synthesis. It's about combing through all the existing world faiths and compiling the most beneficial, the most universally human principles into a single text. The whole point is to find our shared ethical common ground. And the second pillar flows right from the first, a world university. Its main job? To teach this universal scripture and cultivate a real, deep, mutual respect among different faiths. But, and this is so crucial, it also aims to foster what the text calls a compromising mentality. The ability to actually find solutions and understanding by bridging our differences through real dialogue. And this is where you see the beautiful balance in the whole system. The third pillar calls for a national university in every single nation. Here, students would be taught to protect and develop their own unique cultures. But, and this is the key, they'd always be doing it with global humanity as the central focus. It's this incredible vision for being both locally rooted and globally minded at the same time. Okay, so we have the structure, we have the institutions. But what about the people? What kind of mindset would you even need to be a member of this society? Well, the blueprint gets very specific about the core values you'd have to embrace. And right away, we see a fundamental shift in what's considered valuable. This society explicitly rejects a focus on accumulating wealth. Instead, its members have to be dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and intellect. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a complete reorientation of what life is all about, for individuals and for the whole community. So how do you make sure the members actually have this mindset? Through a pretty unique entry requirement. To join, anyone, and I mean anyone, regardless of your background, has to submit an original idea or a scheme that is genuinely beneficial for all of humanity. Your membership is earned through your intellect and your desire to help, not by your status or your bank account. Okay, so with a society of people like that, how is it governed? The blueprint lays out a really clear bottom-up leadership structure. Let's see how it's put together. At the first level, each nation sets up its own national central council. The members of this council aren't appointed, they're elected by the general membership. And the most important qualification they're looking for isn't political skill, it's having a broad, inclusive worldview. Then, from these national bodies, an apex global authority is formed, the Supreme Governing Council. This council is made up of the most capable and distinguished leaders chosen from all the different national councils. What you get is a truly representative global leadership. But being the most capable in this society means something way, way deeper than just being a good administrator. The blueprint demands a profound set of personal and philosophical qualities for anyone on this Supreme Council. The first quality is complete renunciation. And this isn't just about giving up money. We're talking about a total detachment from personal wealth, from possessions, and even from the ego itself. A leader's focus must be entirely on their duty, completely free from any desire for personal gain. Next, they have to possess the quality of being able to see the self in all. Think about that for a second. It's a profound kind of empathy, the ability to look at any other person, anywhere in the world, and recognize that shared universal spark. It's the ultimate foundation for true compassion. That deep empathy then translates directly into action. A supreme leader must be devoted to the welfare of all beings. This is an unwavering commitment that goes way beyond their own nation or group. It's an active dedication to the well-being of every single living thing on the planet. And finally, their entire existence must be ever sacrificed. This describes a life that's lived in a state of continuous service and offering to humanity. For these leaders, there's no separation between their personal life and their public duty. They are one and the same. So the final question is, how do you cultivate people capable of this? People with these values and this incredible leadership potential? Well, the blueprint's answer lies in its unique educational philosophy, taught in those national universities we talked about.
What's so fascinating here is the educational philosophy has two parts. On one hand, you have the science of existence. That's physics, biology, everything you need to understand the external world around us. But on the other hand, treated with equal importance is the science of insistence. This is the science of the inner world, the study of self-awareness, ethics, and consciousness. It insists on the importance of understanding not just what is, but what we ought to be.
And that really brings us to the core challenge posed by this entire blueprint. It leaves us with a powerful question to think about in our own lives and societies. What might change if our entire approach to learning gave equal weight to mastering our inner world as it does to mastering the outer one? It's a pretty profound thought to end on.